Welcome back to the InScentive Collection. I'll be the host, Brandon, and today we are getting into the fragrances from Zaharoff, okay? It is going to take me forever to pick up those fragrances. So I hope you like that introduction. All right, so I'm not going to go through these one by one. I'm just going to speak generally about the house and my thoughts. Yep, see, forever. In particularly, I really liked the amount of fragrances you got from their Discovery Kit, man. It was probably like 30 fragrances. Insane business. Insane business. I would say a great value. Okay, let me get that out the way first off. A great value of fragrances. And these aren't your typical, this is probably like your typical decant here. Well, there's, you know, this is probably your typical decant here. This is what you're getting from Zaharoff, right? So these are meaningful decants, right? Here's another one. This is Mimo Paris. What is this doing in here? French leather. There you go, right? So you're getting about double, probably more than that, guys. Look at that. Probably more than double, all right? These are good. And then also, I don't remember any of the Atomizers acting up. I think the smaller Atomizers, I don't know, maybe they just mechanically are not as stable. All of these work very well. All of these work very well. Also, there is a wide range of fragrances. So there are a ton of things for you to get your nose on and be able to investigate and see whether or not you would like. Now, I would not say so far in any of these to be a reference quality fragrance out of this sample kit. And I also saw, now I was a little bummed out. I was like, you're giving me a cardboard box with bubble wrap? I was like, man, like that's, and so I did see that the newer one has like a leather, it looks like a leather, it's like satchel and like they're individually placed in there. I thought that was pretty cool. Wish I would have had that one, but maybe the price was a little different. I don't know. But in general, guys, I'm a big fan of this. Hey, yo, man.
What up, brother?
Hey, let me call you right back. I'm recording a video.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, bye.
Cool.
So, yeah, I'm a big fan of what they did with all of these. So I'm completely off. I forgot what I was talking about. But however, those are some of the things that I really liked about these fragrances. Like I said, I mean, it's an excellent entry into the house. Yeah, excellent entry into the house. Wide breadth of fragrances. You know, one thing about this Discovery Kits that I've noticed, with the exception of Nasane, is a lot of times like they'll give you all of like, they'll give you like one of the #1 fragrances in their collection and then a bunch of fragrances you don't want. I didn't see that being the case here. You got everything, okay? You got everything that, you know, they put their best foot forward in that. And I really appreciated that. I really appreciated that. And for that alone, I would say you should check it out. Maybe it'll be for you. I think that this is an intermediate Discovery Kit for an intermediate palette, I would say, because it's going to give you range, not necessarily depth, but it's going to give you a wide range of fragrances, a wide range of experiences, you know, ranging from your classic barbershop to, you know, rose fragrances. Again, none of them to be reference quality in my opinion, but enough for you to get into the nose of it and see if you like it. I did think that their signature rose was a good rose fragrance. I like that one. Now I'm gonna transition here into what I did like. I really loved Saffron Red and Saffron Blue. I don't have them because they're gone. I've used them up. I sprayed them multiple times. Probably gonna get a bottle of both. Definitely Saffron Blue. And I figured it out. It reminded me of that pink hair lotion my mom used to buy us when we were kids. I think it's like pink hair lotion or something like that, conditioner or something like that. I gotta get going, guys. This place is full and people are looking for a place to charge. But yeah, so it reminded me of that. I really like that. The rest of the fragrances were just okay to just average, okay. They were okay, but those two fragrances in particular, and I'll even throw Signature Rose in there as being like a very good fragrance that I would buy a bottle of. And I, you know, from what I understand, the fragrances are about 150 bucks. Great price range for those fragrances, especially that Saffron Red, Saffron Blue. I could see that being a $200 bottle. I personally love those fragrances. They have coconut, and they're also a very, very different kind of marine. They're both marine fragrances, very different. Nothing like your Chanel Blue, nothing like your Prada Lunar Ocean, nothing like, you know, your Ege or whatever. It's not like those fragrances at all. They're almost not even marine fragrances. They're very creative. They're very creative fragrances, and they smell so damn good. I really like those. And then, you know, of course, what set it off for me, because we are talking about the house of Zaharoff, is going to be Seamless Soul. Probably still the #1 fragrance in the house for me. I love that fragrance. But I will say Saffron Blue and the Saffron Blue and the Saffron Blue and the Saffron Red are in that tier. But there is a classiness about Seamless Soul that like speaks loudly. So that's my thoughts, my initial impressions of the house Zaharoff. I don't particularly think I would take any risks buying a bottle from that house. I think I got lucked out with Justin Copeland's fragrance just because of like, I mean, you're talking 3 out of 25 that I loved. The rest I could never smell again and be okay with. It's not a very good ratio in my opinion, but that's just me. I'm a frag head and I've been in this for a very, very long time. So my palate and tolerance for certain things is a little low, admittedly. So that's it. Those are my impressions. I would still recommend it to anybody who's either, if you're just getting into the game, definitely buy it. If you've been in the frag game for about, you know, maybe 3 to 5 years, I think it's a good place for you to start. If you're trying to save money, I think it's a great place for you to start. But if you are a frag head and you like the depth and creativity, definitely Seamless Soul and both Saffrons. And then Signature Rose is a great rose fragrance. That's it. There were some other ones that I liked that I thought were okay, a touch above. That would be, I think Signature Bloom was a fragrance that I really, really liked. Let's go through, I mean, I have them right here. Some of them I just didn't like at all. I'm not going to get into that. I thought Royal was okay. I did not like the Cocoa, I think it's this one, Cocoa Loco. Couldn't stand that one. That's like, and it's, you know, I love coconut. So anytime you don't do a coconut fragrance, well, for me, sad face. I get really hard. Saffron Red, here it is right here, empty. Nothing in here. And the decant is all screwed up. Yeah, it won't even actuate. That's how hard, that's how much I was trying to get that out. Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, I don't, you know, Noir, didn't like that one. Saffron Musk, did not like that at all. Black Rose, I thought it was okay. You know, there's a little usage out of that. Oh, Saffron Blue. Oh, let me get a little bit of that in my life. Guys, this is a great fragrance. Saffron Blue and Saffron Red. Go. This is Signature InScentive Collection approved. Go out and buy it. You'll love it. Just realized I forgot to put deodorant on. Got to go home and fix that. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for rocking with me in the channel. Let me know if there's any fragrances from the house that you would recommend highly, because I'm not going to get into that house blindly. All right, so that's it. I appreciate you guys for watching. Check out my newsletter. It comes out once a month. Help you with everything, tips, tricks, knowledge in general. All right, I love you guys. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.